So you're thinking of moving to Buffalo, New York. In the next couple of videos, I'm going to show you around some of the neighborhoods in Buffalo. And in this video, we're going to feature the west side of Buffalo. I'll take you to the west side and I'll show you some recently sold homes with different price points so you can see what might fit within your budget. And if you stick around to the end, I'll share with you some of the best kept secrets of the area that you're not going to want to miss. If this is your first time to my channel and you want to know everything there is to know about Buffalo, subscribe below and don't forget to tap that bell for instant notifications so you can be the first to know about any market changes in Buffalo. I'm Bruce Andrews, the real estate guy, and I love helping people just like you make your move to Buffalo. Whether it's in 1 week or 8 weeks, feel free to reach out. All my contact information is below, and I'd be happy to help you make your move to Buffalo a smooth move. Let's get started. We're talking about the west side of Buffalo. I figured before we got started, we might want to take a look at the map and see exactly where the west side is in Buffalo. So on this particular map, you see pretty much this is all the west side here. This is the lower west side, this is the upper west side. But there are two distinct neighborhoods in the west side. One of them is the Elmwood Village, which is here, and the other one is Allentown, which is down here. You may have heard of the Allentown Art Festival. If not, if you move to Buffalo, you're going to hear about the Allentown Art Festival. The Elmwood Village is a great spot to shop. There's lots of really nice shops and restaurants at Elmwood Village. And one of the notables about just above the Elmwood Village, I've got circled here, the Forest Lawn Cemetery. This whole area here is the Forest Lawn Cemetery. And you'll notice that Millard Fillmore, our 13th president of the United States, is buried right there in the Forest Lawn Cemetery. So let's start with Allentown. Let's go over here and look at our map of Allentown. Allentown is down lower. It's closer to downtown. And it's famous for the street, Allen Street. Years ago, there used to be a real popular bar at the end of Allen Street called the Mulligan's Brick Bar. It was a really, really popular bar. Like bars in Niagara County would close at, I think it was 2 o'clock in the morning, but bars in Erie County closed at 3 in the morning. So anybody who was out in Niagara County would jump in the car and head to Buffalo and go down to Mulligan's for that last hour at the Mulligan's Brick Bar. It was a lot of fun. So a couple notables on this particular map is here you have the Anchor Bar, which is actually the birthplace of the chicken wing. If you believe that, I believe that. Some people say it's dust. I don't think it's dust. I think it's the Anchor Bar. They have some of the best wings you can get around. And down here we have the Delaware Mansion. That's a very, very popular noted place in Allentown. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at two properties in Allentown and show you what price range they fall in. One of them is on Orton Place and the other one's St. John's Place. So when we go on our drive, we'll take a look at some houses on those particular streets, and I'll show you some that have sold and what they sold for. And then we'll jump up here to the Elmwood Village, which is north of Allentown. The Elmwood Village is kind of bordered by Forest Avenue to the north, Delaware Avenue to the east, Richmond Avenue to the west, and West Utica to the south. This is where you find the popular streets. There's some really nice restaurants, some really nice bars, a very popular strip. You don't want to miss it if you come to Buffalo. You definitely want to hit the Elmwood Village. So that's it in a nutshell, pretty much. So we're going to look at one property in Elmwood Village on Ashland Avenue, which is just a block over from Elmwood. And we'll take a look at some other homes on Ashland Avenue, some really huge homes on Ashland Avenue. And I thought it'd be nice to have you take a look at some of those, just to give you an idea of how big some of the homes can be in Buffalo. So if you're ready, let's jump in the truck and let's go look at some houses. So we're at our first stop in Allentown. I've got two stops in Allentown. Our first stop here is on Orton Street. A home actually right over my shoulder. The purple home actually just sold. It's a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath house, 2,100 square feet, sold for $366,000, which was $32,000 over asking price. You'll find some really pretty architecture in the homes here. We'll just kind of take a quick span so you can take a look at some of the unique architecture of these homes. And just kind of take a walk down the street so you get a little better look. So we're fairly close to downtown. We're not way downtown, but it's pretty peaceful over here. There's small side streets off of Allen Street. You'll find you can get turned around into here pretty easily because one street goes this way and then a short section goes that way. But it is beautiful. I mean, this is beautiful. Look at the architecture of these homes. They're absolutely stunning. And then we're going to take a little turn right over here. There's a little side street off of Orton called St. John's Place. The price range in this area is anywhere from $186,000 to as much as $1.15 million. So I'm just turning onto St. John's Place, which is in front of me, not behind me. We've got a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath home, 3,085 square feet, and that one sold for $550,000 in 23 days. So let me just give you a quick view of St. John's Place here. What you're seeing behind me is still Orton Place. I'll spin it around here real quick so you can get a good look at St. John's. So this is St. John's Place. And I'll just kind of spin around here a little bit more. This is actually our second stop. We have a third stop. We're going to head farther up to the Elmwood Village so you can get a look at some of the homes in the Elmwood Village. So this gives you an idea of what kind of home you can expect in this area. Just another quick peek at Orton Street. And here you can see we're actually standing on St. John's Place. These are some pretty big homes. You notice how quiet it is? It's very peaceful here. So let's do this. Let's wrap up. Let's head up to Elmwood Village and we'll take a look at a home up there. So this is our third stop on our tour of the Westside Properties here in Buffalo, New York. Ashland Avenue, we're just a couple blocks over from Elmwood Avenue off to our right. I'm actually looking north. There's a home that sold on Ashland Avenue recently. It was 2,570 square feet and it sold for $610,000. What you're going to find over here in this area, in the upper Elmwood Village, you're going to find a lot of these homes are very, very large homes. And what I noticed right behind me, actually, if you see right up here, right there, remember those windows we saw in previous videos, so those radius windows? You'll see a lot of that in Buffalo. It's very, very cool. It's not a square window, it's not a bow, it's actually a radius window. And you'll see a lot more of those in this area as well. The homes are very large. Let's just take a quick look at some of these properties. You can see they're pretty big. You'll get a mix over here. You'll get a mix of anywhere from large single-family homes to 2-family homes, 3, sometimes 5-family homes. Most of them are wood exteriors. A lot of them have historic representation, and you can't really change that. So they don't allow vinyl siding in a lot of these different areas to keep the original architecture intact. You'll see these are really pretty homes. So this is our third and final stop for the west side of Buffalo. I hope this was informative. In our next video, we're going to take a look at some of the waterfront properties. We'll see you there. So I hope this video has helped you to know everything there is to know if you're considering moving to Buffalo. If you enjoyed this video, do me a huge favor and subscribe down below. And don't forget to tap that bell for instant notification of new videos. Feel free to reach out to me anytime by phone, email, or text using the information below. And I'll see you at the next video.